Hey Virgos, welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here and thank you for your patience. It's Cancer season, so we are doing a series on relationship and specifically truth in relationship or love truths. For any of you that are feeling confused or ambiguous about something in any way, this is going to be your reading. We're also going to look at outcomes at the end, so stay with me for that. Okay, Virgo, let's see what's going on. The theme for the last reading that I did for you, I remember, is about or was about reciprocation and standing your ground and drawing your boundaries when it comes to that. So let's see what comes through for you, my Virgo. In love, Spirit, please and thank you for the sign of Virgo. Sun and strong placements, only messages of love, light, guidance, negative energy must leave this space now. My field is sovereign. Any entity, signals, frequencies not aligned with the source must leave now. For Virgo, for love, any messages that they need to know, please and thank you. I'm just going to get all the cards out, Virgo, but yes, boundaries. Card of... I just lost my train of thought now. Aquarius. No, it's not Aquarius. Anyway, the Queen of Swords is about Libra. Thank you. The Queen of Swords is about boundaries. It's about not allowing your emotions to sway you or to confuse you or to muddle up the situation. No more brain fog, Virgo. This is very clear. It can be seen as a cold energy, but it's not a cold energy. It's just an emotionally mature energy, and it's coming from a head space rather than only from heart space. So this is moving through the fog, Virgo, and having clarity about what it is that you want out of love and out of relationships in general. Because this doesn't only have to be romantic relationship. This can be family, this can be friendships as well. And the same applies with boundaries and reciprocation. You are healing still, Virgo. And I think you've chosen to withdraw from unnecessary chatter or unnecessary back and forth communication that is not productive. So there is someone I feel in your space that tries to trigger you, tries to rage bait you, as my teenager and my 8-year-old would say. And in the past, you would have wanted to make your point or to logically, argue or debate the topic or the situation. You're not doing that anymore, Virgo. In fact, the thing you're doing now is just walking away or remaining silent. And sometimes that's the best form of response, is no response, because no response is also a response. So this is about laying the swords down, Virgo, and also for your own mental health, not getting involved in unnecessary arguments or conflict with anyone. It's a healing energy, Virgo, and it's coming from a healed space and not a stingy space. You're not being stingy with your words or your communication. You're just being selective with your communication and who it is that you're willing to share additional information with. Wow, there's a lot of swords energy here. So now we have a pair, King and Queen of Swords. I think what you are looking for, Virgo, or you could have an energy in your life right now that is matching your energy, that is matching your sense of clarity, integrity, authenticity, truth, alignment, boundaries, without being overly emotional about it. So this is a divine couple. So for some of you, you might have found your match here, Virgo. There's a lot of intellectual energy here, though. So it feels like it's someone that stimulates you intellectually, that inspires you as well. It could be a muse for you, Virgo, someone that you enjoy debating topics with. someone that is able to step up with the truth and be authentic and not hide behind guises or gaslighting or manipulation of any sort. It's a grounded energy. I don't see any cups here though, Virgo, so I'm not picking up any emotion yet. So this could be someone at work. This could be a friendship as well. I think you've emotionally withdrawn a little, Virgo, is what I'm sensing, but also looking for something more from an emotional perspective. And maybe that's why you've defaulted into headspace, because the emotional part or the last emotional cycle was unfulfilling and was very taxing on you. So you're off on a journey, Virgo, a pilgrimage to look for what it is your emotional fulfillment comes from, your wish fulfillment. And this is a realization I feel that has come to you, after a period of overwhelm, after a period of feeling burdened by a situation. I do feel like this stalemate or this crossroads that you got to was, I'm either going to stay in this energy and continue to feel drained, or I'm going to move on. So I do feel like you are blocking your heart space a little bit at the moment, Virgo, maybe protecting your heart space, maybe trying to sometimes override or bypass emotion by intellectualizing them, but it's a form of healing. It's a necessity for you at the moment. For those that resonate with what I'm saying, it's also about going within. So this is a card of going within. It's ignoring the chatter and the noise, the external noise, and listening to what it is that you need, Virgo. Wow, there's a lot of swords energy here. So you could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, let's see. What else for Virgo? What is the outcome of the situation? Any closing messages of guidance for Virgo? Please and thank you. It's interesting because this card is new moon. I just noticed this now. This is the new moon and this is the full moon. Or it's not technically the new moon because the new moon is dark, but it feels like there's been a cycle that has come to an end, Virgo. And it could have been triggered by the last moon cycle, 28 days. This could also be about financial support for some of you, or career, because, love can also relate to your vocation, to your passion, to your sense of purpose. Yeah, oh my word. Cycles are definitely coming to an end. Card of Capricorn, Major Arcana, closing of karmic lessons. Thank goodness. Lesson has been learned, Virgo. So well done for that. Because if, we carry on looping unless we integrate the lesson, we become more self-aware of our own role in the lesson, and we change motivation and change behavior. That's the only time that, a cycle does close. What else for Virgo? Please and thank you. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn, card of Cancer. Moving forward, moving away from things, releasing things, but using your willpower. Like he has no reins on these horses. Again, it's a balance. It's about balance, yin and yang, the white and the black horse, masculine and feminine energy. But this is taking willpower, Virgo. Like you've overcome, and again, it's the mental aspect or the swords aspect. You've overcome a lot to be able to move forward in this way. And this is Cancer season. So I do feel like this shift and this movement forward for you is happening in Cancer season. Beautiful energy. You're able to wield and control and manage your mind without spiraling, Virgo. And that can sometimes happen with Virgo energy because you have a natural tendency towards perfection, that you can sometimes mentally spiral, but you've tamed that. You've tamed that, Virgo, and you are healing from that energy because you realize it doesn't serve you in any way. In fact, it is emotionally draining. Anything else for Virgo, please and thank you. Wow. As I picked up the healing card again, this one flipped over, which is the same exact card, confirmation from Spirit. Thank you. Healing, connecting the dots and putting the pieces of your heart back together, Virgo, after a difficult cycle, I feel. So that's amazing. Anything else for my Virgos, please and thank you. It feels like sovereignty. Wow. Beautiful card to end the reading. It feels like self-awareness. It feels like sovereignty, standing in your power, standing in your agency, not allowing influence from the outside. The card of Leo is also about self-worth, the inner child, your purpose in the world, Virgo. The Sun is one of the happiest, most positive cards to get in the deck. And it only means positive things are ahead for you. So even in relationships, I'm not picking up any specific relationships right now for you, Virgo. And maybe it's because you are hermiting, which is your energy, or pulling your energy back emotionally so that you can sort out and align with what it is that you actually want. And you are going to find that, Virgo. But this is also about self-validation. It's about recognizing that love is everywhere and that we don't necessarily need a relationship to experience the energy of love. And self-love is one of the most beautiful, unconditional love experiences that you can have. And it's one of the most challenging for almost every human being. And that's part of the spiral, Virgo. I think there was a lot of self-judgment going on as well. And you've released that, or we never, fully release that, but you are healing from that and starting to recognize that you are doing your best and learning to love yourself again and learning to choose those experiences, relationships, and things that only come into your life to reciprocate and to bring something positive. That's, the only time you are going to allow any kind of energy into your world, Virgo. Again, boundaries. Beautiful energy, Virgo. Thank you for staying to the end. If you'd like a personal reading and if this resonated, please leave a comment. My details are below. But until next time, sending you so much love.